Hey, District 2 sports fans, it's Gregory here, and I want to tell you about our new sponsorship here. If you're looking to make your business stand out, you've got to check out Chaos Cartel Company. They specialize in custom shirts, hats, tumblers, banners, and so much more. And the best part, there's no minimum order, and their pricing is amazing. I should know because we have a few shirts from them. Whether you're a small business or just looking to get some cool merch, Chaos Cartel Company is here to help. They love working with other businesses to bring your brand to life. If you want to get started, give them a call at 434 489 6123 or shoot them an email at chaoscartel1, and that's the number one, at gmail.com. Chaos Cartel Company, making your business look good, one custom piece at a time.
You are now listening to the District 2 Sports Podcast, available on all your favorite music apps. Like and subscribe.
All right, so District 2 Sports Podcast are back with another episode tonight, and we're back with another commitment. We're here with Cam Brown of the Salem Spartans. Cam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
We're doing good, Cam, doing good. We can't thank you enough for coming on tonight. I know we want to kind of highlight your career and talk about your commitment to Shenandoah, but just want to get your thoughts on the season. You guys are 20-5, make it to the region, I think quarterfinals there, and to a loss to GW. But kind of talk about the season as a whole. What do you thought about it?
So this season in particular, so starting in the summer, we had like a couple kids transfer out, a couple just trying to like figure out everything that could be best for us. So everybody had like new roles, um, and we tried to just figure out what works for us, play style wise. And then so we went into the summer. We played a couple scrimmages against some good teams, good talent, and we figured out what works for us, and we did great in the summer. Going into the season, everybody was very confident. Everybody worked super hard, and yeah, it just got us to where we were, and yeah, everybody just worked super hard.
Well, Cam, we followed you, all year, followed the team all year. We had you in our top 10 just about, I think, every week. So, two games I talked to Coach Garst about earlier was that you guys lost to Glenver, you lost to Patrick Henry, but I think just the following weeks after that, you guys were able to avenge those losses. Were you guys, ready to get those? I mean, I know Salem and Glenver is close by. Were you guys ready to get those wins and get them revenge?
Yeah, we were definitely, especially Glenver, but we were definitely wanting both of them back because everybody around here kind of knows each other, so everybody's going to talk trash to each other. Everybody's going to, if one team wins, they're going to start talking a lot. So we definitely wanted, especially Glenver because it's in city rivalry. But yeah, we definitely wanted Glenver and PH. PH is always a good game, so it brings out a lot of people, and people are excited to watch that game.
And you guys started off the year of I mean, probably the most difficult game you can start off with playing that north side to start the year off. You guys lose by 16, but you do play them a lot better, a closer game there at home too. What was that matchup like for you playing against north side?
For me, so I had to guard uh really everybody, but I guarded Braden and Michael Harvey.
Hmm.
They're both really good, so we just know like we can't really make so many mistakes against a team like that because they're gonna expose you, and that's what Coach Garth would tell us in practice, preparing for a couple teams, especially Northside. And so we just try to limit mistakes, play like as simple as we could. Don't get too sped up because they try to speed everybody up and get them to cause turnovers. So we just stuck to the plan, and yeah, we did better the second time. First time it was probably everybody had like first game jitters and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough playing first game against the back-to-back state champions like that. That's a really tough game. But I talked to Coach Garst about this, and he talked a little bit about it. But I want to get your perspective. You guys go, I think, 8 wins your freshman year, 9 wins your sophomore year. You get up to 11 your junior year, then you get 20 your senior year. What was the how are you guys able to progress every year and get more wins each year?
Um, so like when we or my freshman year and sophomore year coming up, we kind of had like the same group. We had some seniors and juniors that left, but the group we had this year, my senior year, we kind of all just stuck together since we were little and now. So we all just kind of gelled together, got our chemistry up, and I think just nobody wanted to lose. We weren't happy going 8-15, so everybody just worked hard, stuck with it, and it was hard, but we uh made it work.
So Cam, I'll ask this. I mean, obviously a great year there at Salem. Just looking at your own Twitter here, so 12.6 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. Obviously landed you several offers, but just watching some highlights of you before we got on here tonight, and you're a pretty quiet guy just talking to you right now, but watching your highlights, you're jumping out of the gym, you're absolutely swatting guys' shots into the crowd, you're dunking all over people. Where does that intensity come from on the basketball court, man?
So yeah, everybody really says I'm quiet off the court, but on the court it's just different, like a switch. But so I grew up playing. I have two older brothers, so I grew up playing them all the time, and like they would like go at me all the time. They wouldn't let me just win just because I'm the youngest. Um, so like it just kind of made me mad because I kept losing and they would always talk trash. So that just made me better. It gave me like I guess the fire inside me. I don't like losing at all. So and when I get a chance, I'll talk trash on the court, get excited, get everybody excited, and yeah, on the court I like to bring intensity and a lot of energy to our team because once we get energy, then we get rolling and everything just falls together.
Right.
I'm,
And
I'm
it sounds like we're living the same life here, Cam, because this guy up here above me,
Exactly.
my brother,
Talk.
he
I talk trash to him all the time, Cam. I beat him down. I threw the ball at him, kicked him off the court, told him
Yeah,
not to come back unless they had a game. That's what I told him.
that guy
yeah,
talking, he was no competition though. I'll say that. My my brother, he used to beat me down the driveway. It made me a better player, today throughout my whole life. And I don't know the last time that he beat me in any sport really, but
yeah.
My
Cam,
goodness.
are you the biggest younger brother?
I am now.
My
Ah,
So
there we go. That's how it is for me too. Devin just kind of shot up, and I was like, "Where did this come from?" Now I can't beat him. So I know the feeling. Did
well,
you play football there too, or just basketball at Salem?
just basketball. But coming from or being in Salem, they try to get me to play football
I
all the
say I could see Cam Brown out on the outside right there, throw him a jump ball down the sideline, throw him a fade or something.
I used to be a good receiver and I used to play defense. So
so I know how that Roanoke Valley is. Y'all have got athletes at the Yang Yang all around there. So let me ask you something, Cam. So let's just say you're playing Northside on Friday night. So y'all are enemies with Cy and with Michael on Friday night and Raglan. So on Saturday, does everybody meet at the barbershop and sit down and talk about Friday night's game? Or I mean, yeah, Friday night's game or what?
yeah, so if it's a big game like that, or really just any game, everybody's gonna talk about it after it happens. Like if something happens in the game, everybody's gonna bring it up the next day or whatever. You're definitely gonna hear about it.
Cam, when did you start kind of like hearing offers or getting some looks from colleges? Like, was it in your junior year, or has it been mostly your senior year?
It was like my junior year summer going into my um senior year. So like at the end of my junior year.
And then you play for the Hill City Crash, right?
Yes, sir.
So I mean, has that process has playing that AAU ball like in the summer also helped with getting some more offers or getting some more looks during the summer periods?
It's definitely got me some more looks and offers because Coach Hunter he does his best to put us in the most showcase games. So we play the top teams in the tournament and it's gonna drag like all the coaches there are gonna want to watch and see who's doing what and who can do what. So Yeah.
So when you start getting these offers, do you, how many, I mean, how many visits did you go on, or how many places did you actually visit, or what kind of stood out to you to kind of narrow it down?
I visited all the schools actually. It took quite some time actually. It took like a month or two. But what stood out a lot at all the schools was just like the team chemistry. You could tell just by like watching the games, watching the practice, going into a locker room and stuff. Uh, like when the coach is talking, and when the coach is done talking, how they like goofing around with each other, throw water on each other and everything, and nobody gets mad. Everybody's jumping around, laughing, having a good time. That stood out, and also just paying attention to the coaches, how they coach the players, and how they treat the players as well. That's something that I made sure to watch. And then yeah, obviously the team. I watched the team, how they played, and that helped me make my decision.
I'm gonna go back to a game earlier this year, Cam, and weren't a part of it, but it was GW at Northside. So I felt like we had the big three going against the big three there with Ragland, Michael, and Cy against Devin. You got to help me here against Smith, Kobe, and what's the point guard's name, Devin?
Cobbs.
Cobbs, yes, Zay Cobbs. My bad. So we were in attendance at that game and we watched and listen, I'm a GW grad, so I had GW number one all year. I fought these two all year and Devin finally found a way to vote GW number one. So we have had that until February 5th and we watched GW absolutely get destroyed. So
Yeah.
I know you guys had to play in the first round of the regions against GW. Was that film a part of your preparation or watching GW in Northside or did they throw that out?
It is. It was part of him. But from a coach's like standpoint, it was. But also as a team, like we kind of go out and scout on our own, I guess you could say. We're all super close, so like we all go out all the time. We go watch other games, go see what they're doing, so see how we could like expose them in ways that we can, and then like just also having chemistry off the court. We go to like movies and stuff. But yeah, watching the GW Northside film, it helped us a lot.
Cam, before we get to your commitment to the Shenandoah, but I want to talk about I think you and Mario are leaving, but who are some kids that we should watch out for Salem who will have to pick it up and kind of carry that load for you guys?
Definitely Cam Bowles. He embraced a big role this year. He used to be like more of just a corner sitter, go get rebounds occasionally. But we had a kid transfer out, our big man, so it was either me or Cam, and Cam stepped up and he did great things for us this year and was our leading scorer, leading rebounder, and he hustles all the time. And he whatever you see in the games is how he is in practice, and it's annoying at times sometimes in practice, but we love it from him because we know what we're going to get every time. And then Elijah Pattyfolk, he's our shooting guard. He might be point guard next year too. But he's got a great motor, so he's just gonna keep wanting to work all the time. And he could shoot really good. He could get to the rim really good. He's fast. He plays defense, and he just has it in him. Like he wants to win. He wants to work. He wants to constantly get better. And then we have Gabe Martin.
Oh yeah.
He's coming up. He's kind of going into the role that I played, and same with him. He hustles all the time. Um, he yeah, he hustles. He's competitive. Um, yeah, he'll do whatever you like want him to do. He's yes sir, no sir. He gets after it all the time. And we have Jadius Ham. He'll be good. He can get to a shot very well. Also get to the rack when they he's knocked down a couple threes and they think he's going to shoot it. He pump fake, get to the rack, or uh, do a mid range pull up. effective there.
I think it says a lot about you guys when you can look at your bench. And I know, your top five's getting, most of the minutes and stuff, but when you can look at your bench and say, hey, they can play with anybody, or this is who's, going to make a giant impact next year. I think it says a lot about you guys as far as, giving credit where credit's due. We talked to Mikel a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he had people on the bench that he thought could go elsewhere and start at other schools. So I'm sure you feel the same, but I just think it's just absolutely tremendous that you can recognize, talent where talent's at, even if it's coming off the bench.
Mhm.
What's it like playing for Coach Garst? Is he a funny dude? Is he a player's coach, or is he strict? How is Coach Garst?
So at times he could be, at times if we're kind of lollygagging, not really paying attention or whatever, he can get strict. But he's definitely a nice coach, nice guy. He does the most. He does everything for us. Yeah, he's kind of like quiet, calm, but
Can,
he's funny. He can joke around with us and all the time and stuff. Make sure
does he
we're
have any game left?
yeah, he can in practice. Actually, he like we'll do a drill. He shoots it, and we'll try to go crash the rebound and then go in transition. But we could never go in transition because he just hit every shot. So he'll just end up having to just throw it in the air off the backboard or something.
One of those. Oops, sorry guys, I can't help it. Probably. Cam, what led to committing for Coach Doyle there at Shenandoah?
So like I said, just the energy, the environment, the chemistry they had, I really loved it. It seemed very like genuine, and him and Coach Blue came at me with open arms. They were very open-ended, honest. Um, and also my major, I want to major in sports management, and they have a really good sports management program. So, and also my mom was like, um, what school would I go to if I wouldn't be playing basketball? So I could see myself going there just to be involved in the sports management program. But basketball wise, I really like the coaching staff and the team.
Well, watch these guys laugh when I say this. So, how much have you paid attention to the ODAC? Because I declared it over and over and over for 2024 and 25 as the SEC of D3. So, I mean, you've got Hampton Sydney, you got Guilford, you got Lynchburg College, you got who y'all name it. I mean,
Macon.
Wesleyan. I mean, are you ready for that style? I know you played some big games in high school. Are you ready to put that on the floor every night?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready. I've been preparing all my life for this. Um, I definitely love being competitive, playing in those games that's really competitive and like nitty gritty. So I like stuff like that, like talking trash and all that, fouling and blocking some shots off the backboard and everything.
Cam, how much did your mom play a part into like your commitment, like kind of going through this whole recruitment process?
She played a lot. Just being there for me, making sure, not making sure like I made the right decision, but just um letting me be able to control my decision. She didn't really say, "Oh, I had to go here or there." She said, "Wherever I go, she'll support it. She'll still come to every game with my fat head in the stands." So just having her being there supporting me, knowing that wherever I go, she'll be there was helped me a lot. And also just her telling me that I could play basketball at all these schools that want me, but um what would I do academically to set me up later in life? Um, also help me as well make a good decision.
Yeah, and Cam, we talked about your game a little bit earlier, just freakish athleticism and you get involved on the defensive end. You do a good bit of slashing and just getting to the rim, but also keeping teams honest from the outside too. I think shot like 38% from three last year. So is there anybody that you watch at the college or pro level or anybody that you try to model your game after?
So me, I've really always been like the tall. tallest, lanky. Everybody tried to like put me in the post, but that's not who I am. So, my favorite player is Kevin Durant. So I watch him all the time. Take some things like his crossover. I took that from him. His pull up mid range. It's my one of my go to shots. I also watch players like Jaylen Brown, Naj Reid, and yeah, collegely I like uh what's his name? AJ DeBansa. So or he's going to college. He's in high school now.
Gotcha.
Ace Bailey, players like that.
Man. Cam, last one from me. Who is the best player you faced either AAU or at Salem? Who's the best player you play against?
Uh AU AU would probably be this dude. I think his name was Darius Blevins. He's a top top five guard recruit 2025. He was very good. And then at Salem, probably Mari. Just me and him, we grew up together, so we always get go back and forth who wins 1v1s. It's always competitive and it's always just fun to guard him, but he's real quick, real shifty, real crafty, so he could do everything on the court.
I'm sure you've been playing AAU ball a while. We heard about some mysterious guy that was really good named Jordan Vick last week. Would you have ever played against him by chance?
I don't think I played with him or played against him, but I think I played like with him a little bit.
I got you. So let me ask you another question. I guess Cam, I was looking, I was looking at my phone a minute ago, and I was just trying to look up Salem to Shenandoah. It's about a 2 hour drive. I think you have picked I mean, it might have been something in you and your mom's decision making process as well, but I feel like you've made a really good choice in that, you know, you get away to school, you're away from home where far enough where you can be your own man and make your own decisions and stuff like that. Yet you're only 2 hours away. You can get back and eat some of mom's home cooking and stuff like that. And, you know, if you need to talk or something to that effect, she'll be able to get up there. But I think that's a fabulous choice just based on that alone, where some people, go too far away. Some people stay at home and try to, commute. And I just think you've made a fabulous decision. And I just want to commend you and your mom on that.
Yeah, I think um that definitely played a part because I had some schools in like Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Baltimore, Florida, like everywhere, and just her being able to be there and support, and me being able to come back home if I need something or if it's an emergency or something, and she can get to me as fast as she can. That definitely played a big role.
All right, Cam, before we wrap it up here, we're putting you on the spot a little bit, all right? So we got some rapid fire questions. Literally just the first thing that comes to your mind here, all right? So the same questions that we asked Cy and Michael last week, even a couple of ODAC guys before that, all right? So we'll compare your answers to all theirs, all right?
All right,
All right, so just whatever comes to your mind here, okay? We'll go about 8 or 9 questions here, but we'll go ahead and start if you're ready, all right?
I'm ready.
All right, assist or score,
Score,
dunk or three ball,
dunk,
MVP or championship,
championship,
college or NBA?
college,
Big one here, Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron, definitely.
Oh, that's not that's not gonna be nobody. You're not making any fans on the podcast with that.
Nobody said LeBron.
No, we've had a couple. I think that's I think Sai said Kyrie.
Michael.
Or Mike, one of them
Michael
said
said
Kyrie last.
Kyrie.
Oh no, Michael like Anthony Edwards.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he's
He,
good. I like watching him.
All right, Cam, favorite Jordan shoe.
I'll go Jordan 11th.
There you go. Yeah, I'm a Space Jam guy myself, man. Gatorade or Powerade?
Powerade.
Wow, that's
Uh,
after our second guy, it said
yeah.
Powerade. Yeah.
Win at home or win on the road?
Oh, went on the road.
Morning practice or night practice?
Morning.
All right, and go-to pregame music.
Definitely probably be. It depends what kind of mood I'm in, but if it's a big game, probably get me ready. Probably go NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, wait, that's what they said last week too, man.
Yes.
I don't know. We're little Dirk fans on the podcast, Cam.
Yeah, Lil Durk has some songs too.
All right, well, you heard it from the man himself, Cam Brown. Cam, tell us what's on the agenda next for you. Obviously finishing up with school and everything. Last day, I'm assuming, is probably in May at some point, and what's after that?
So this summer I'm just planning to get in the gym as much as possible, get ready for college. Also gain some muscle. Gain probably like 10 to 15 pounds. Hoping to get that before I step on the court, step on the college campus, so I could just set myself up the best I can, and then yeah, get ready for college, do those, and set me up with school, going to the business. I might major in business too with sports management, so
There
just
you
get
go.
ready for that.
What,
Yeah,
where
great.
where on social media can somebody catch you at, Cam?
On Twitter, my name is Cameron Brown with two N's. And then Instagram is K Brown, but instead of a W, it's two V's.
There
And
we
yeah,
go. All right, so there you have it, Mr. Cam Brown of the Salem Spartans, soon to be at Shenandoah. Cam, we would just want to thank you for your time again, man, and it's been a pleasure talking to you tonight, and just best of luck in the future, man.
thank you for having me.
Thanks, Cam. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so District 2 Sports Podcast. We're back with another episode here, back with another player, another commitment, another prospect. We have Cole Caywood of PH Glade Spring. Cole, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well, doing well. So glad to be here. Glad to be able to come on.
Well, Cole, we do appreciate you being here. And like I was just saying before we got started here, I think PH Glade Spring probably had one of their best seasons ever. I mean, you guys won the Hoagie Heagie, made it to the Final Four. I think did you win the region too?
Yep, won the Region 1D, so that was the first time ever. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was exciting.
26 wins. I mean, just a heck of a year. Tell us,
hmm
what are your thoughts on the year as a whole?
I mean, that's kind of how we started. I mean, obviously last year we had a pretty good year, but lost in the region semifinal. So ever since then, we just set goals to break as many records as we could obtain. So we just come in with that mindset that we're just going to be the best team to ever play at PH, and I think we're by far were, and we all worked really hard as a team, and the coaches did a really great job. So yeah, I'm really proud of this season.
Well, we can't forget to mention that you're one of our District 2 All-Stars as well.
Mhm.
22 points a game, I think 7.5 rebounds per game. So you kind of lit it up this year.
Yeah.
First team All-State.
Mhm.
What went right for you this year?
I mean, it's just hard work all year, so it's just kind of paying off. So just every night, come in and do what I need to do to help the team win. So just hard work really is all it is.
And I know you live together and you probably fight a lot or whatnot, but
Yeah.
you and Cade on the court is something beautiful to watch at times. I mean, Cade has some behind the back passes to you. He drives, he kicks out to you. How do you guys work so well on the court?
I mean, we've played since upward league, so probably like first or second grade. So I mean, we've always played on the same team. So I mean, it's like we got the connected mind, so we know where each other's at, and so we've just played a lot of basketball together over our lifetime. So that's all it is.
So it's not like, hey, if you don't pass me the ball, you're not gonna get anything to eat when you get home. Nothing like that.
It's been like that a couple times, but it's very rare when that happens. So
That's a beautiful thing.
yeah, yeah, it's fun.
Well,
Well, let
Cole,
me ask you something.
okay.
I'm sorry, Greg. I was going to ask you. We didn't get out to see you guys and basically the Southwest as much as we wanted to and should have.
Mhm.
And, just one of the things that I wanted to bring up was I know it's probably going to be a thorn in your side a little bit, but we thought we had two of the best programs out in the Southwest in Patrick Henry Glade Spring as well as George Wythe. And
Yeah.
just trying to, you know, what was your feelings upon George Witt's team? And, just give us a little bit of background about Southwest basketball, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I think they're a really good program, and I mean, we kind of had it in our mind eventually to get where we wanted to go. We'd probably have to play them. So I mean, I always look forward to playing them. I was excited to see how we matched up against them, and I mean, they're a super team. They're all just well-rounded players. They're all super good. And but yeah, I mean, I think the as far as Southwest Virginia goes, I thought it was a really good year. There was a lot of solid teams, a lot of competitiveness, which is good to just show our talent and how we could play in a tough area like this and to come out on top. So yeah,
And I failed to mention one team in Graham that I think these boys can help me out, and you can help me out as well. But I believe they played John Marshall about as close to the vest as
yeah,
anybody in the entire year did. So,
hmm
just got to give a little bit of kudos to them as
yeah.
well. But
They're also a really solid team.
and Devin noticed one thing about the Southwest Virginia schools, and we every highlight we looked at, dude, y'all play in some of the best gyms that
Yeah,
anybody can build out there. What
yeah.
is up?
I mean, when Coach Self told us we were in the UVA-Wise tournament, I was ecstatic. I've always wanted to play there, and to get to play there, that was really exciting, and to get to play in a gym like that and that atmosphere. So yeah, that was really special.
Well, Cole, looking back at your career there at PH Glade Spring, as a freshman, I think you guys get 8 wins. Sophomore year, you get 14. Junior year, you get 19, and senior you get 26. What was the program doing to get better at each year to kind of progress this state?
Yeah, well, I actually transferred there my junior year,
Oh
but
wow.
yeah, I went to Holston before then, and we have always same conference, so we played Patrick Henry, and I've known Coach Self my whole life. He actually played for my dad when he coached there, so ever since I was little, I've been around Coach Self. But yeah, I mean, he's done really well with the program. I mean, I think it's all him to build that up and really get kids invested and really want to be good. So yeah, I think it's all him that's brought this program up, and we've all bought into it. So these past couple years, and it's really special to see how far it's come. So yeah,
Well, Cole, like some of your highlights we've been watching, you're 6'7", so we think you'd be around the basket a lot, but you like to pull up from outside and chuck it
yeah.
out from out there, and you have a nice stroke out there. How did that come about?
I mean, I've always liked to shoot. I've always liked to score on all three levels. So I mean, it's just last year I didn't really shoot the three ball that well. So this year in this off season, I really worked to get that up and shoot better. And I think I did a pretty good job on that. So yeah, I was just excited to step out and extend the floor and help everybody else on the team. So that'd make a matchup problem. So I figured that would just help the team all the way around. So
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know if you had paid attention to any of our other podcasts. Sorry, Dev, I didn't mean walk over you. I had to say it while I
right.
had it on my mind. But when we started doing some of the basketball plays and bringing up some of the athletes playing around the state and stuff, and we had a particular coach that looked at your plays and your tape and all that kind of stuff, and he told us flat out. He says he is the kind of kid that every coach dreams of having him play for. So I just wanted to let you know that
oh
you're
well.
well thought of around the state.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That makes you feel like you've worked hard and it's paid off. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
So, Cole, I was going to ask, just going back to Gregor's question a little bit ago. So you're 6'7". A lot of
hmm
times, especially around Southern Virginia, where we're from, you take a guy who's 6'5" and above, you're putting him in the paint. You don't let him leave. Did you ever have
hmm
any fights with Coach Self about, letting you shoot from outside, or did he give you a quota of
Um,
how many
nah,
shots
he
you take?
he gave me the green light. So I mean, anytime we'd always have a kind of a game plan to what they do. So some nights it'd be like, you can just dominate in the post. Some nights, I mean, stepping out and shooting a three would be good. So it's just kind of matchups. We always talked about it. But yeah, they gave me the green light. So if I was open, I could shoot it. So.
And when we reviewed your highlights on the podcast, we kind of looked at your game, and you're playing inside out. You're very athletic, for your size. You're dunking on people, all that good stuff. Is there a certain player that you watch at the NBA or college level that you try to model your game after?
Um, I'm a big Jokic fan. I like watching his highlights. So I mean, I think he's the best player in the world right now. So just watching him, he can score, pass, shoot, all that stuff, rebound. So I mean, I think anybody should try to model the game off somebody like that. So
Yeah, I think when we were watching your highlights, I think we literally called you Baby Jokic. If you want to call somebody who's 6'7", baby anything, but Baby Jokic, and we called your brother Baby Luca. So
yeah, yeah,
That's
we've got those comparisons before. So yeah, that's good.
well, Cole. With you graduating from PH Glade Spring, who are some kids we should watch out for? Besides Cade, I know Cade's probably the number one we watch out for, but who else is gonna kind of pick it up for you guys?
I mean, I think Carson Street, I think he's already improving a lot since the season, and then Jeb Stewart, Colby Hicks, they'll be juniors, so they've worked really hard and they've grown up a little bit. And Jay Barfield, he didn't get a lot of playing time, but he's a big body and he's been working really hard ever since season ended, lifting and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, I think they're going to be really well, and they all play really good together. So I mean, I'm excited for them, and I think they're going to do really well.
Hey Cole, Jeb Stewart. So he's been asking us
hmm
about some football stuff. Is
Yeah.
Jeb Stewart, is he a better football player or better basketball player? Which highlights we need to put on
Um,
here?
I mean, I think he's a super athlete, but he got hurt last football season. But the games he did play, I mean, he tore it up. But I mean, I thought he did incredible job playing basketball. But I mean, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, but I like him. I like him on the basketball court. I'll say that. So,
Nice. Cole, when did you start getting like going through the whole recruiting process? When did you start
mhm.
getting like letters in the mail like of interest and whatnot? Was that like during your junior year or kind of going to your senior year, like
um,
summer?
it was pretty much right at the start of the season. Pretty much, I'd get messages on Twitter from coaches, and then I'd get some mail. But yeah, that's really when it started picking up really heavy on the interest and stuff. So
Were there some schools that you were, I mean, I guess your dream school was maybe been UVA-Wise, but
yeah,
like, were there some schools that you were also looking at possibly if that never came?
I mean, I was Milligan was really they really were interested, and I really thought their coaching staff was really good, and I thought they had a really good program. But I mean, I was really just wanted to play at the next level, so I was just kind of looking for the best option there. But yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for all the coaches that reached out. That means a lot that they just reach out and talk about my game. So I'm just grateful for that.
Did you know Mellinger before, or I guess during his days at PH Glade Spring as well?
Um, I didn't. He was a little before my time, but my dad, he was I believe, the assistant coach when he played there. So I mean, I've heard stories of them playing, and then I've always went to games when he started uh, coaching there. We've always went to games ever since I was little. So yeah, I'd say it's probably a dream school. I've always wanted to go up there. My dad actually went there when it was still Clinch Valley College. So yeah, we've always kind of been around the Wise game and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I stopped in my last trip down 81 over at UVA-Wise, and
hmm
you hit the nail on the head earlier. You won't, well, maybe unless you make it to the NBA, but something but you can't put that facility. I mean, you
Oh
won't
yeah.
find that facility anywhere else in the United
No,
States. That's one of the most beautiful places
it really
ever that you
is.
could ever play. And I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, I'm sure you know about your teammates coming in for next year already, but
hmm
we have beat everybody up and told them that they've got to look out for you and Cy Hardy next year.
Yeah.
So we've
Yeah.
already got that going. So I think
Yeah.
that's going to make a heck of a duo coming in.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to get up there and get to know them and start playing with them. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, and Cole, we had him on the podcast last week, just asking him about, what he was looking forward to the next level and everything. Have you had a chance to look at size highlights or had a chance to speak with him at all?
I haven't spoken to him, but I've seen his highlights. I mean, I think he's a super athlete and a super player. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to get to play with him and get to know him.
Well, cool. There's commitment to UVA-Wise. I want to kind of talk about like the kind of how everything laid out. So we've been talking to a few coaches and kind of mentioned your name, and we would tell coach, ask Coach Self if they can contact him and everything like that. And he always mentioned he's like, yeah, we're still waiting on that offer from UVA-Wise. So when did that come, and when did you commit?
Um, I don't know exactly what day it was, but Coach Self called and he said that Coach Mellinger called him and said they had a spot open and they were interested, and that was, I mean, that was a done deal for me. So that was all I needed to hear. But I just committed. I think I went on a visit up there this past Monday and got to tour campus and do all that. So I can sign officially next Wednesday, I believe. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I've been all in ever since they called us that night. So
That's awesome. I mean, you can stay probably close to home, and your family gets to see
yeah,
you play all the time. And
hmm
I'm sure your brother might be playing some games there if they have any tournaments over there again this
yeah.
upcoming year. But what has Coach Melcher kind of mentioned what kind of role you'll be playing, or what kind of look out for the future for you?
Um, I'm not too sure right now, but I'd say anywhere from a 3 or a 4, I would imagine. But just I'll do whatever they need me, whatever role they need to fill, just to help the team the most and be the best player I can be up there. So
And how many visits did you go on, like exactly for that you went on to UVA-Wise? Did you go on any other visits for Wise, or that's the only visit you
um,
needed?
not really. I didn't really go on many visits. I just would text coaches and kind of stay in touch. But yeah, just Wise was the first visit I went on up there. So.
Well, with the season over, what's your summer looking like? Is it just kind of preparing for Wise? Do they have like a game plan for you to follow to get ready?
Yeah, they've sent workout plans, so I'm just gonna stay in the gym, keep doing what I've been doing, and just keep working hard. So just try to physically prepare for that jump in level in the next game. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to prepare myself as best I can before that get up there. So
Did you tell Kay that you would still be home for dinner every once in a while since you're only going to be an
um,
hour away?
I don't know. I'm sure he'll take over my room or something when I come back. So I
Oh, they
don't
do.
know.
They do, Cole. I left for college and Devin took my room, so just watch out for it. It's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
I'm sure he'll do something to it whenever I get back. So.
Hey, Cole, that's prime real estate, man. It's
Yeah,
all, it's all up for grabs
yeah,
once you're out of the house.
yeah, that's right.
Well, Cole, we got some rapid fire questions for you. I want to ask,
All
Big
right.
Greg, you got any other questions before we get into some rapid fire for Cole?
Nope. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, Big Greg, you got any other questions?
No, I said something in between our interviews a little while ago, and this it remains the same. Everybody that we have brought on here, I think maybe I'm so old that I don't know any better or what have you, but or I've lost track of time or what have you, but the kids that we've had on here have been the most responsible, the best kids. I mean, well spoken. I mean, the most respectful. And guys, I mean, go. Your parents have done a wonderful job with you, and
Hmm.
and I wish you all the luck
Well,
in the future, buddy.
I appreciate it. Glad for I've been listening to the podcast and I've really enjoyed getting to listen to y'all, and I think y'all do a really good job. So I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you, Cole. So we'll go ahead and get into our rapid fire here. Same questions that we asked Cy and Mike Hill last week and Cam Brown before you. So we'll compare your answers to theirs. All right.
All right.
All right. So just whatever comes off the top of your head here with all these questions. We got 9, 8, 9, 10, somewhere along those lines. So
All right.
you're ready. All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Assist or score,
Score.
dunk or three
Score.
ball,
Dunk.
MVP or championship,
Championship.
college or NBA,
College.
Jordan or LeBron.
Jordan.
That didn't take
There we go.
long. That
There
didn't
we
take
No.
long at all.
go. Favorite Jordan shoe.
I don't know. I'd just say I couldn't even pick one. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't even give you one.
All right, no problem with that. To go along with that, Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I
Is
think y'all are.
UVA-Wise Adidas?
I think they're Under Armour, but
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I've always worn Adidas shoes, so that's my go-to basketball shoe right now is Adidas.
Okay.
So
Yeah, PH is Adidas too, right?
yep. So
I
we'll see if that changes, but right now it's Adidas.
All right, Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
Win at home or win on the road?
I'll say win at home, but it's nice to win on the road at some places. So
Morning practice or night practice?
night.
Right. Last one here. Go to pregame music, Cole.
Mm,
Before
I'm
you
gonna
say
go.
anything, we've already got it in our mind what you've said. Okay, so I just
All
want to let
right.
you know. We'll tell you what we said after you tell us.
All right. I'd say this year it's probably Big X the plug. I'm not gonna lie.
Big X the
He's
plug.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's probably my
Wow.
go-to guy right now.
Who are you thinking, Big Greg?
I said Dirks Bentley or somebody. I did. I said it might come down to Luke Bryan or something. I did. I thought I was totally wrong.
Yeah, I'm not a big country guy. I'm not a big on country music.
Wow.
So, yep, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm couple songs here and there, but
Right? Okay.
Yeah, we had everybody we've interviewed before you, NBA YoungBoy fans.
yeah, it's all right. I'd say it's all right. Some songs are good, but
Gotcha. Well, everybody, you heard it here from the man himself, Cole Caywood. Cole, just talk about what's next for you. I know y'all got, into school coming up, finals coming up. Just talk about what's going on after that, man.
I'm just gonna stay in the gym, keep working hard, and just prepare the best I can to go play at the next level. And I'm really excited for the next journey, and I think it's gonna go really well. And I'm just proud of the team we've had this past year and all those guys. So yeah, so I'm really, really proud to be a part of that.
Is Fred in good hands from here on?
Yep, he's in good hands. He's in good hands.
Cole, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. And,
Yes, sir. Thank
we
you.
look forward to seeing you play UVA-Wise in the SAC, right? So
Yep,
good basketball conference. So we hope to get to see you play next year,
absolutely.
man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thanks,
So
Cole.
thank you.